Good morning and welcome to Daily Game Design. You've caught me in the middle of something here. My plan is to work through some more of a perilous road and just get a sense for whether the way that the deck is shuffled and things are coming out, or the decks are shuffled. I guess we've got the thugs and the travelers here. To see if the current shuffle creates some of the moments that I think would be interesting to show in a video. So what I'm thinking to do is introduce some of the main ideas in the game, just like this. At the start, this is set up for the game. My goal here ultimately is to send a video in to Bedouin Games. They're the faith-based publisher that I've done some rule book work for, and I messaged the owner, Elijah, and kind of gauged his interest. He sees that, okay, there's a kind of famous biblical reference here with the Good Samaritan. Then he wants to, I think it was basically think about components, because right now there are 70. Wait, I just saw it. Where did I see that? Oh, in the rule book. I was looking through the rule book last night. And the rule book is longer than it seems like it should be. Anyway, I have a feeling that there's gonna be some fiddliness that's like developed out. Fiddliness. This does seem like it's one of those. It's a kind of super negative buzzword, and I just know that there are multiple steps to remember. There's like things change throughout the game where you really are going to have to be like, you'll probably get things wrong a little bit at first. But I think so many games are like that. I still think essentially the basics are very basic. Like the early part of the game, right here, I'll actually go through a few turns right now. So we are right now in the player actions phase. Then we go to encounters and then upkeep, and it loops like that. It might not be great that that it breaks up into these phases like this, but I think the steps in each phase are not too bad. I wonder if there is a way, now that I'm pausing to think about it kind of momentarily, I wonder if there is a way to design out one of these phases. I'm not excited about that because I feel like the game is actually working, but there might be a way to do this. But hang on, let me just take some normal turns. So we have the travelers on this side of the road. The road is here in the middle, and that's where the player is going to be moving their pawn. And then we have the thugs lining up on the other side of the road to like attack the travelers. Okay. So it's the player actions phase. As the player, you have a hand of cards, and then those cards let you take actions. Once you run out of cards, or at any time you want, you have to basically forfeit a whole turn to recover your cards, and bad things are going to happen. But until then, take whatever actions you want during the player actions phase. I just discarded a move that's going to let me jump over here and try to help out Caleb. So Intimidate would let me push this thug off the road, or anyway, to an adjacent space that's empty. And in a way, it just kind of it just pushes the problem, no pun intended, but further down the road. I can't spend money. Normally I could pay off a thug. This one costs 20. I only have 15. And I could use an item, but I kind of want to save my item for a bigger problem, if possible. Although this is a fairly big problem, and I would be saving Caleb. You know what? This time I'm going to use an item. So it's just that the items tend to be really powerful, and there's only a one use an item card. But what this item lets me do, I'm going to discard the club. It just removes all the red cubes from an adjacent thug and get to flip it face down. So I pretty much just like knocked out this thug. The red cubes go away, and then this thug gets flipped face down. I'm going to end my actions here. Now we go to encounters, and we check for encounters by seeing whether there are any lanes on the road. I guess lanes might be actually not the right word now that I'm thinking of it, because lanes, a road has lanes going this way, but probably not an ancient road like this. Are there any thugs and travelers in the same row and closest to the road? That's the question. In the same lane. And there are. It's just the thug in this case is face down. So that is a type of encounter where we have protected the traveler. The traveler then is going to thank us with stuff. And this will become an item. Okay, and we got a donkey. Donkeys are cool because you can just send somebody to Jericho just right from anywhere on the road. You can just basically just discard them and make progress on this card right here. The goal is to get 10 travelers here to Jericho. Okay, so we check for encounters now. It's upkeep, and simply what happens is we manage the thugs first. Any face down thugs get discarded. If a thug were like pushed back away from the road, they would move toward the road, and that's essentially it. And now the travelers just progress. And here I think is the most important design idea of the game. It's that the travelers tell us where the thugs are going to go. At the moment, we're only checking the black number. So this thug is going to come in in column 4 or lane 4, and he's a big boy. Okay, and so he'll have cubes on him. Of course, when we're playing the game, you just stack the cubes right on there, but TTS it makes it kind of awkward to do that. And then, so these two cards like speak to each other. So the traveler says where the thug is coming in, and then the thug says what the traveler is carrying. I think it's a very simple way to randomize things, keep things fresh. Okay, so we shouldn't see what's on those coins, but okay, so Isaac is carrying an item and 2 coins. And then actions continue. If I do nothing, Caleb is going to get hit here, and he's going to get knocked out. So I prefer not to let that happen. The reason is because this thug is going to swing at Caleb, and anyway, I need to move over here. And I think in this case, I'm going to intercept. Intercept just means take whatever cubes that are on the thug closest to the road here, and or adjacent to the road, and then just put them on your player character card. So you're basically taking the hit for the traveler. So I think I'm going to do that because it's 1 cube. It's not a big deal. It's not a lot. If I were to ever have to add a 7th cube over here, then the game would end. But right now I'm not too worried. Anytime a thug runs out of cubes, it flips face down. And I'm going to end my actions here. So, okay, so now we go to encounters. I've protected a traveler. This guy, we're not there yet. Protected a traveler. There's no rewards, so anyway, that's nothing really happens here for encounters. Then we go to upkeep. This guy slides down after the first one is discarded, and then Caleb gets to Jericho, and we have our first traveler in Jericho. Now everything really starts to move pretty quickly. So Benjamin said the second lane, and this guy is saying Benjamin's carrying a coin. And now play continues. Well, there's some good news here. I'm basically out of meaningful actions at the moment, or I think I'm okay to go home and recover my cards. I think now is probably a good time. Tali's going to get slapped around a little bit, but she's strong. She'll be fine. So I am going to move my oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to move my guy over here. Wait. Actually, you know what? I am going to come in. I'm going to move, and then I'm going to spend money. Because I've got the 10, I can just pay this guy off. Oh, he should have red cubes. That's okay. But I'm going to spend this 10. This guy is going to flip face down. Okay, and now we check for encounters. I protected Tali. The funny thing is, you shouldn't know this, and I shouldn't have known this, but I knew Tali was carrying a lot of money. So, I don't know about the ethics here. It was one reason why I was a little nervous to share it as like a Bible themed game, because you are going to be making like pretty pragmatic decisions sometimes, and also weird stuff. There are some abilities here that like let you do kind of weird things. Okay, so now we go for encounters. This one happened. Tali said thank you for the with 20 money. Now we do upkeep, and everybody slides down. Okay, now what I'm just hoping. Okay, unfortunately, Tali is gonna get hit no matter what, and she's gonna get hit hard, but it could be worse. Okay, that's one too many cubes. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna go home, recover my hand, and there's nothing else to do at home. If I had bandages, then I could use them on myself or any patients that are at home with me. But anyway, okay, so now we're gonna see our first encounter where somebody's gonna get hit. So these cubes drop down onto this card here. This guy flips over, and that's it. Now we do upkeep. Okay, Tali is in big trouble now. What's tough is that because Tali is basically already full, David's a big boy. This one comes out here, and this is kind of not good. Because now we have two strong guys right here ready to go. Okay, now I need to do something here. And I wish I had a club. That would have been great. I can go in and use my donkey. So I could send Tali to Jericho with my donkey. And now the thing is, you think about it, we're pretty much more than halfway done with the game. In a sense, because we already have 5 and then 6 travelers on the table. You only need 10 total to get to Jericho. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm definitely going to move, right? So I'll play a move card. And I could use an item. I could also pay this guy. I'm actually thinking I think I'm going to do this because this is the big boy. This is the most dangerous card in the game. So I think I am going to just waste, like basically blow all this money and just get rid of him. So that hurts a little bit, but it could be good. Tali's going to get in there, and then Isaac will be able to protect Isaac, and then he's got a big thank you gift. Oh, did I forget? What was Rachel's? What was this guy? Okay, I missed this. See, I'm forgetting steps. David is carrying stuff too. See, I can't. Some of it might be because I'm just talking a little bit, but It's not good if I'm forgetting steps. Like, that's especially problematic. Yeah. Okay, so all these travelers have got some good stuff. But I think if I'm gonna end my player actions here. There's no real rush, I feel. And I've used oh, see, I didn't use my item. It might be nice to just send Isaac on the donkey. I think I might do that next. Okay, so we go to encounters. This guy can't do anything. Batali's not carrying anything, so nothing really happens. Now we'll go to oh, move this guy. Let's do this first. So it is pretty procedural. I don't think that's a problem exactly, but there are just like steps to keep in mind. So everybody advances. Tali is now our second you know what? What I didn't really think of is that Tali, with her damage... No, let's just have everything return to the supply. That's fine. I think the game's probably hard enough as it is. Okay. Now we're back to player actions. And this guy's sitting here is going to beat up Isaac, and that's not cool. So I could intercept. That would basically fill me up. Not cool. The item will just send Isaac on his way, and we'll get all of his rewards, which I think might be the move here. I could intimidate the guy back, but that's just a short term. So, oh, wait a minute. We need Leah to come out, and we need this guy to show up. So thankfully, Benjamin is going to survive this, but it's not going to be pretty. And then Leah is carrying a coin. These would all just be cubes in the game, I believe. Unless, see, Elijah's the kind of guy that likes to like deluxify everything. So that could be great if these were actually like metal coins and not cards, you know. Well, okay, so let's have... You know what? I can do more. Okay, so I'm gonna use... How do I get this guy out of here? That's the question. How do I get him gone? I don't have money for it, and the money, I spent money already. I don't want to intercept that. Anyway, I'm gonna use an item. I'm gonna use this donkey. And thankfully, so Isaac's gonna go away, and I get an item back. Another item here. Okay, Isaac's gonna go here, and then uh-oh, things are just about to get gnarly. Let's see how much money we got now. Okay. Big money. Should I intercept or should I let Benjamin kind of take a hit? I think I'll intercept. No, I'd kind of rather wait. I'm just going to wait. So sadly, Benjamin... So now we're in encounters. Benjamin's going to get hit, but then this guy flips. Benjamin loses his money, gets robbed. Okay, now we're at upkeep. I feel like everything is pretty quick and straightforward here, but I think you could just kind of miss some details. Now do we want Benjamin to get here, or should we refresh? Just let Benjamin get knocked out. Because we can't do everything in this game. That's the important thing too. It's like you're a good Samaritan. You want to help as much as you can, but you can't do everything for everybody, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, we are at bringing the travelers in. This is 2. Okay. Now, yeah, things are about to get spicy. It's amazing how these two line up. Right, I kind of wonder if escalation should come a little bit later, but I don't know. I think we just go for it. Okay, also I have about, let's say, 20 minutes left. I don't want to forget that. This is going to be a shorter stream because I do have student meetings starting right away, right after that. Okay, and then Esther's carrying an item. Okay, Benjamin, are you just going to get beat up? I kind of want... Unfortunately, I feel like I need stuff. What was this? Oh, armor is interesting right now. But I can't use an item because can't use an item because I just did. Should we see if I let I'm just gonna lose this stuff. So I think I'm gonna I think I want Benjamin to make it, but then Rachel's just gonna get hammered. I can't intercept this guy. Yeah, I think it might be best. Should I rest and just let people get wrecked right now? Oh no. Oh, I don't like that idea. You know what? I'm going to save this board state because this is the kind of interesting problem that I want to illustrate here. Cuz it's definitely like there are definitely trade-offs, right? Cuz it's just going to get worse. In fact, it's going to get a lot worse right now. So I think this is actually a really good example because the thing is maybe I don't want things to ramp up right now. So like letting Benjamin get hit, and then wait a minute. Okay. I'm gonna go for one more turn. Okay, so I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna intimidate. So it's not gonna be great for us, but at least this guy's gonna get pushed back. Okay. Benjamin's gonna get hit, but anyway, so we get an item which could come in very clutch here. It's a club, so we do get to beat up a big bad, for sure. Okay, and then we get some money, and it's big money. So this actually could work out, kind of. Okay, so now encounters. So nothing happens here. Then Benjamin gets beat up, and we take him home as a patient. Okay. And this guy's still here. So now we're at upkeep. So this guy slides back. And the scary thing is that Leah is um yeah, actually we're kind of in trouble here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, what did I just do? Hang on. Let me go back. Okay, so no, I think this is actually like a big problem. But I don't know what other choice I have. So I'm going to move. I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to intimidate. You know what? I could intercept. And that way Rachel's just, it's going to hurt. Well, I think things are going to get a lot worse. So I'm going to intimidate. At least this way I get the item and the money. Oh, wait, not this money. This one. Okay, and then the item was the club. Okay. And now we do encounters. This guy gets hit. He's coming in. Now we do upkeep. And everybody moves. And I do think I'm going to get overwhelmed all of a sudden with patience because there's more people coming in and they're escalating. So things just got worse. So Ruth is bringing some. Oh, this is really bad news. Actually, so these guys all get shuffled. They come back, and now they're suddenly going to start getting like special abilities. So we roll, and then it's a 5, so he's ranged, which is not bad right now. He's not in a position where being ranged is going to affect us. So I think that's actually kind of good. But just keeping in mind that he he's also small. He's only going to hit Esther for 1. And he only costs 5 to move away. Anyway, okay. So things are going to get bad here. The only good news is that Leah and Rachel are both going to take they're both going to absorb all the bad stuff from both of these guys. So they're both going to be gone. But they're going to get knocked out. Okay, so here's what's happening. So I'm going home. I'm going to pay the 20 to send Benjamin away. Right? So we definitely need to do that. So we recover these cubes, and then Benjamin goes, okay, yes, and things are going to get very bad right now. Okay, so now we do encounters. And that means Leah's going to get knocked out. Okay, of course, she loses this coin. And Rachel is going to get knocked out. And so she's going to lose this item. Now we have to decide, what are we going to do? Are we going to keep the armor or are we going to keep the club? I feel like the club is it could theoretically deal with more damage, right? Because you could kill a 4 or 5, whereas the armor only absorbs 3. But it still makes us use an item. That's the thing. This would sit out here. Once we use it, it'll just sit out there and be effective. I think I'm still gonna get rid of the armor. Okay, we had to make room for Rachel to convalesce. Okay, but it's good in the sense that these guys flip face down, and then we also recover our hand, which is good. The thing is, I could actually no, it wouldn't be great. So anyway, those were encounters. Now we're on upkeep. These 2 guys go away. This one stays. Everybody advances. And I could do 2 in a row. Okay, let's see what happens. So the traveler that comes out is Amos. Unfortunately, Amos is now, because we've reached this 4 spot right here, Amos is going to bring in 2 thugs. Here's the first one, and let's roll. This is bad news. Okay, it's nothing, so there is no special ability on this guy. Okay, actually, I could imagine like clips probably rather than cubes. Okay, but he's strong, right? But that also means, wait, what is Ruth carrying? She's carrying a coin. But it also means that Amos is going to be carrying everything that both of these guys suggest. So that was the first one, and now here's the second one coming out, also in lane 2. Let's see what their ability is. So 2 is also a none, so that worked out. And gains 2 red cubes. And then Amos is carrying another coin. Okay, so Esther is in big trouble. Ruth can handle it, but she's going to lose that money. Should I do it? Should I just knock out this big one? The thing is, there's no special abilities, not especially threatening. I mean, it's tough. What could I do? I could intimidate. I could spend the 20, but I want to spend money to get Rachel and Leah going out to Jericho. Okay, so Esther, we cannot let Esther get knocked out, for sure. But she's going to give us an item. So I think what I'll do is I'll use an item. Let's do that. So I think that is the best thing. So we'll move, use an item. So we got to move first. And then use this club to knock out this big guy, even though it's a little bit sad that we didn't. This guy's not. He's not like super scary. It's bad with 4, but it could be a lot worse now with the special abilities. So it's a little unfortunate that we had to use our club for this. So it gets flipped face down. Okay, this gets discarded. Should we do something here? Should we intercept? Why not? So it's just a 1. So I'll intercept this guy. This one's going to come here, and then he also flips face down. It's good because at least we're going to get some stuff here. David's going to get in. All right, so now we do encounters. So Esther says thank you with an item. Let's see what we get. And an extra cot. So when things get bad, if we get to use this, when things get bad, then we get 1 extra home space. So that's kind of good, I guess. All right. And then Ruth says thank you, actually. She would have said thank you first. Okay, now we do upkeep. These guys go away. Wow, we're really moving through the thug pile. Okay, David gets in. Esther and Ruth both move. We've got Amos coming. Okay. Now Anna brings in a thug here. It's a little 2 guy. And this guy says she's carrying a coin. And then also in lane 3, so Esther is going to be in trouble here. And this is the big boy. Oh, you know what? See, I already forgot. We need to roll for abilities. A 3. So stalking. You'll see how stalking works. It's not good. But we can, you know what? We're going to pay this guy off. So Amos is going to help us out. Oh, this one needs to move closer. And then here's the big boy. And it could get really bad if this ability is rough. And it's okay because he's ranged. He's not in the back row. It doesn't really matter. So it's good for now. Okay, but Esther's going to get just demolished. Okay, what do we have left? We have spend money. Do we spend money on Esther though? Oh. Just a few more minutes here. Do we spend more money on Esther? Wait, Ruth is going to get knocked. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So here's what we'll do. So I'm going to spend money. I'm going to spend the 10 to get this guy out of here. So these cubes are going to go away. And he's going to flip. Okay. Then that I didn't have to move. Now I'm going to move. I'm going to intimidate here. Wait, Ruth is going to get smashed. Well, Esther and Ruth are both going to get knocked out, so we are kind of in trouble. It's unfortunate too because I'm not doing the items correctly. You're supposed to like draw 3, keep 1, but we're not gonna. Oh, wait, what is my rule for spending money? You know what? I think instead. Oh, wait. Is it better to empty out a spot over here? Okay, no, instead I'm going to intimidate this guy away is what's going to happen. And then Amos is going to give me this stuff, which is good. So the money is good, and let's see if I get a better item. So bandages, trunk, and cloak. So I don't know. I think this is going to fill up no matter what. So picking one of these is not really going to help a whole lot. A cloak would be kind of nice here, but I'm just going to keep the bandages, even though I don't think so. The extra cot's gone because I don't have. The thing is, I already spent that card, so I can't. Anyway, I'm intimidating, and then I'm spending money to send Rachel to Jericho. So this actually goes up to 6 now, I believe. Yep. Okay, so now we're on encounters. So Esther blasted. Well, let's do left to right. So Ruth gets hit, gets knocked out. Right? But that's good with this guy because he's totally empty. Now the big boy is hitting Esther, so we're gonna lose our bandages. Esther's gonna come down. Now, if we have to put one more person in this home area, then we lose. Okay, I'm at 9:21, so I'm gonna have to go pretty soon here. Okay, so let's do a quick upkeep. So this guy slides back down. This guy goes away. Did he have a special ability? Did I miss that? Oh, isn't he stalking? I think he's stalking. Okay, during upkeep, then he actually slides this way. So he's going to follow Amos. That's what stalking does. Okay, now 2 and 4, unfortunately. So if this guy's ranged, then we have to really care about it. 3, and he is stalking. So these guys are both going to try to slide along with the travelers. And Elijah is carrying this, and then 4. Not a traveler. Oh, we need to shuffle and bring back this guy. So 4, so it gets 2. And Elijah is carrying a coin because of that guy. And we also need to roll 2, nothing. Okay. Yeah, I think those little card clips will be better here. It looks like we also need cubes on this guy. Okay, I've got to go home, unfortunately. So I'm going home. I'm going to pay all this money to send Leah 14 cubes. Leah, and let's just do Ruth. So both of these ladies go, and now we just need 2 more travelers to get to Jericho. Let's see, I've got maybe 1 minute, maybe do one more turn. Okay, and I'm back to full strength, so I have all my cards, so I can tear these guys up. Okay, so Amos is wiped out here. Oh, but wait a minute. We've got to do encounters. So Amos is going to get hit by this guy. What's kind of nice is that this guy's just going to flip, and he's not going to go anywhere now. The guy behind him doesn't have range, so it doesn't really matter. So this is it could have been a lot worse. So Amos doesn't get knocked out, and then we do upkeep. This thug goes away. Anybody with stalking? So he would come down here, but he's actually going to walk this way. Still with no range, that's okay. This guy is the one that had ranged. Okay, and then this Amos is coming down into big problems over here. Now, hopefully, oh, that is crazy perfect. It means Rebecca's not carrying anything, but column 3 is full right now. Lane 3 is totally full, which means Rebecca's not bringing any more people in. So that's pretty nuts. So this could have been way worse, actually. Wait, this is going to be in my hand. Yeah, I think we're good now. I think we're good. Because what can I do? So I can come in here. I'm going to move for sure. Amos isn't carrying anything. And I can't really protect Elijah to get anything from him, which sounds really bad. Okay, so I could intercept, technically. This is the big guy. You know what? Just for fun, I'm going to do that. I'm going to intercept so I can take these 3 cubes, because I'm not going to do that again. I think the game would be over before I would need to do that again. So this guy flips. And I think we're good. I think we're good for now. So encounters. So Amos doesn't have anything anyway. So this goes here. Now upkeep. So he slides down, but then to the right. So he stacks up over here. All right, and then Amos moves down this way. Okay, this matters a lot, what this card is. So Ezra's this little guy that just brings in 1 person. And this is a little guy. So I think we're probably okay then. So has ranged, which doesn't do anything necessarily. Okay, and then and Ezra's carrying a coin. So now we just need to get in here and help Amos out. We don't have any items to use. We could spend money. We have the money now. Let's do that. Let's just spend the money. So let's do 10. This guy's cubes are going to go away. And this cube, and then this guy's going to flip. Should we care about Rebecca? No, Rebecca just can absorb that. That's fine. So let's do encounters. So encounters, this guy's gonna flip, right? And then upkeep. Okay, now this guy doesn't have anywhere to go, so he's just gonna slide down and wait for people. Amos gets in here. And now the question is, oh man. What are we gonna do? Like, what is it gonna take to get one last? So it does depend a little bit on Jacob. So this comes in at 3 and 1, and they're big, but I don't think they can stop us. Yeah, because I can intimidate. What I would do is I would intimidate this guy away from the road, and then Anna's gonna get in. And then even though these guys get knocked out, we still have space. So that's it. We did finish the game. We completed it, made it work. Anyway, I do need to transition away. I've got a student in just a couple minutes. Thanks for hanging out and joining me for a perilous road today. I didn't really think I'd get through that, but I think it really is working. There are some little finicky things it'd be nice to try to design out. I'll see if I can do that next time. Bye-bye for now.